Good afternoon, everyone. I've been busting a gut to tell you the story of a car that I owned in my very early 20s, and it was an Escort Mexico, that one there. It was Sebring, and although it was a Mexico, it actually had a twin cam in it, a Lotus twin cam, and the car was truly devastating. I mean, truly devastating in power and handling at its time. Not now, but at its time, it was a proper car. Certainly for handling wise. Now, I've owned some rally cars, you know, from the Carlos Sainz one to Timo, Mk1s and all the others, but nothing has ever come near that. That one was a tool. But I owned it, and then this one particular night, I met this bird. Okay. Now that was the night I met her. And then she took the picture of me. And it's all just a lovely story. But the good thing about it all was that I loved the car, and so did she. And in the quarter light of that there, you can't see it because the mirror's in the way of the picture, it had a little sticker, which is a motocross sticker saying JT. And that's the quarter light. Because I had to sell it at one point to get a bit of money. So at the time I owned this, which was a V6 Escort, so I put the quarter light from that into that. But when I sold that, that quarter light come out. Now, if any of you have ever seen the YouTube videos that Johnny Smith done on me, you'll know the story that quarter light is still up there in the loft. I've always kept it because I've been hunting for that car for so many years. And to be honest with you, I've actually now given up. I actually found it again in '86, and I found it, a girl owned it. Somehow, I can't remember all them years ago, but I kept her phone number in the back of the photo album of the car. So I rang her up and I said, Lisa, I said, I do believe you own my car. Can I buy it back? She went, no, forget it. I'm not selling it. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Wished her well. I thought I'd give it a couple of years. So I rang her back in '88, and she actually said, there's no point in you ringing Russ. I will never sell it. So I said, right, okay. And then after that, I had to leave it and I forgot about it. And I let it go, but I've really been searching for it for a very long time. And there's no two ways about it. It's not around anymore, that's it. So you have to wipe your mouth on it. I've put so many posts out about the car, you know, trying to find its whereabouts and everything else. And like I say, I give up. And I actually give up about, I don't know, about a year ago, I suppose. And then out of the blue, 8 weeks ago, I get a phone call. And this girl said to me, did you own HKM? I said, yeah, I did. I said, you don't know if it's whereabouts, do you? She said, yeah, I do. I said, well, where is it? She said, it's in my garage. It's my husband's. So to cut a very long story short that I will tell you more of it a bit later. I got it back. Now, for most of us, most blokes, not all of you, but most blokes want their first car back. This isn't my first car. It isn't the first. My actual first one was that one, POR. But this car was everything because it's what I met Kay with. And that's why it's got a strong poignancy with it. Now, a lot of you will know I've got a green Escort that's nicknamed Gino. And the reason why I bought Gino is because Gino sits exactly the same as that. And that's why I bought her. Because she's a wide wing. She hasn't got, Gino hasn't got a Lotus twin cam in it, but she sits the same and it handles the same. It's pretty good. But the main thing is, I've got this back. So to a degree, I've now got, God, it does sound cheesy to say it, but the only way I can say it, I've almost got closure, if you understand what I mean, because this is the car I've been searching for donkey's years. But now I've got her back. The guy that owned it, Dean, agreed to let me buy it back off of him. He knows I'll do right by the car. He knows I haven't bought it to sell on. He knows all that. And then he brought out the history file. Now, before the Data Protection Act, you could get photocopies of all the logbooks and all the original owners. Got every single one. I've since spoken to Lisa as well and told her I've bought it back. She was over the moon. She was very pleased. And I might be due to meet her soon, so she can come and see this, meet me, and go from there. But this isn't in a good way. I'm not going to show you all of it, but it's now yellow. But whether it's yellow or not is neither really here or there. I'm not worried about that. It's just a colour. But I'm not going to touch it for about maybe a year and a half, maybe. I don't know. Because I want to get the Gino finished. Gino will be back in this garage tomorrow. I'm ready to put the interior back into her and everything else and get her finished. When Gavin Pink has finished the GT, that's got to be done. But the interior for Gino really, in a way, shouldn't be too long-winded if I can help it. But you never know what's going to crop up. But I want my cars finished. The rally car's 100% finished. The white Escort, that's just got an issue with a part we're waiting for, but that's up and running. It's a good running car. The GT's having extensive work done. But Gino's almost done. But I'm not going to touch this until the other four are done. The one thing about this car, it's not wide wing anymore, which is a shame. But that's neither really. I'm not worried about that. But I will be doing extensive work to this car because inside it's not in a good place. Under the bonnet, it's not in a good place either. So every single part of this car, really, as regards running gear, the engine, the gearbox, the Mexico axle, the 2000 E3 rail gearbox, the engine, the suspension, all going to go. But not for the minute. I'm going to keep it complete until I'm ready to start. And then when I'm ready to start, the axle goes up for sale, the gearbox, the engine, the suspension and all the four corners. Everything will go. The loom, everything. And that sounds a bit severe because I've got plans. I'm not going to tell you what they are right now, but I've got plans for it. So it's a lovely, lovely story. And the one thing that's really sweet, this is going to sound really, really daft, but the first night I took Kay out in the car, on the dash you've got a hazard light switch, little round switch. I'll never forget the light, I beg your pardon, not the switch, the light. And as I pulled away one night, it come unstuck and it fell into her lap. She still got it. She never let it go. I think it's quite sweet. Even down to the AA badge. I'll never let it go. It's just a nostalgic thing for me, and that's all it is. But that's the story of the car. She's back home, in my eyes, and I'm just so delighted. I can't tell you. I'm not gonna uncover the car for the minute because it's going to go into storage tomorrow until at such time the other cars are finished. And like I say, when they're finished 100%, then I'll start hook 'em. That's the number plate, HKM. But when I'm ready to start this car, I will be going to town on it in a big way. I've already bought an engine for this that's going to go into storage. I've already bought a gearbox. I've already got the interior. I know it's mad, isn't it? But I don't muck about. But nothing's going to be touched. Not, like I say, until I've done the others. But I will give you more of a progress update on this in time. But I just thought this was such a lovely story to tell of the passion that us blokes can adhere to with these cars. And me, I'm just so incredibly passionate. I think that a lot of us are like it. A lot of us are. But that's the story of Hookham. She's home. Good evening.